Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. Alright, Tariq, we did it. Another year has come and gone.
Yep, hey, time has passed, apparently,
right?
I guess. Apparently, despite the fact that it feels like I've been trapped in this hell forever,
at the end of the day, Hotaro's dream of Chemy's and human living in peace never happened, but that's not gonna stop him. He's gonna continue his dream by creating this corporeal time space where only the Chemys can exist in and never interact with the rest of humanity, you know, right?
Look,
that will fulfill his dream.
I've learned as a black American, it's that separate is equal.
Right, look, this space is just for you. You know, no one. Look, this is your area. This is your space.
This is your park.
This area
this is
just
your,
for you.
This is your park. This is your drinking fountain. This is your bathroom. Chemy's only.
Right, man. It's also crazy how most half of the Chemy are just the shitty ass PNG.
Oh yeah,
render files.
They just took the fucking picture from the card and took that and just made that dance.
Right, because it occurred to me that these cards never had actual 3D models made for them.
It goes back to it turns out there are three levels to like how much they cared about Chemys. Right, there were the Chemys that they decided, hey, we're gonna make a little plastic figure for you to be represented. That's like your Hopper 1, your Steamliner, right? Those fucking Chemys.
Yeah, your Sabo needles, you know,
your Sabo
right?
needles, right? They get fucking like full ass goddamn art like physical manifestations. Then you got your you're just gonna have to be CGI because it's too fucking difficult to fucking deal with.
Hey, look, we need this. Look, those stupid college kids can only work so fast,
can only
you know,
work so
right?
hard.
This is the best they got.
That's when you get like your Mad Wheels and like the wild forms, stuff like that. And then there's the ones that they just really forgot or just didn't care to deal with, and they just went, yeah, just take the picture, cut out the background, and make it dance around like a little paper doll.
Yeah, just animate it, animate it, you know, right?
Yeah.
Put it in like Line 2D or wherever the fuck program that they use for this shit.
South Park style. Go at it South Park style. Just cut them out with paper and make them dance on the screen.
Right.
And it really shows in what can only be called the final amassment, the grand accumulation of whatever this mess is Hotaro's trading cards all over the place, and some of them not being in very good condition.
Tariq, it's Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 50, the last episode. This is mine and your Kev X story. Oh, do you get it? It's the name of the song. They put it in the title.
That's so cool.
Oh, man.
That's so
I don't know why they started doing that. This has never been a thing, you know, right? Really weird for you to finally start doing this, you know, right? Like, because remember, the last episode of Geeks wasn't Daybreak Eye. This is this is how I trust last, you know, right?
I was about to say, this is, or like 01, if, it would be very funny if the last episode of 01 was that fucking, what was that line that people, like, people were like, oh, this is so deep, where it's like, real eyes, realize, whatever thing. Like, that would have been fucking hilarious as a fucking ending. But yeah, here we are, dealing with this shit still.
Oh man, this is there is so much insane stuff that happens in this episode, right? Because I realized they had to cram so much shit in because this is the last episode, and they realized, oh fuck, maybe it was a bad idea to spend the last few episodes giving Rene and Spawner a new form. Probably should have done that way early.
I'll be honest, the new forms, it's not even just that they got new forms, entirely new transformation devices. And also, maybe we shouldn't have spent 2 whole episodes on Renge's trip back to Grandma's house. Maybe we should have done something about that. Maybe we didn't have to have Garion.
Yeah.
If Garion was only going to... I just really have to point this out. The whole Garion plot to steal whatever the fucking base's data was from the secret Foundation, whatever, just to make the Dread Troopers. I feel now that we can confidently say that that was a waste of everybody's time, right? Like, he could have any number of bullshit. He could have. They didn't need to include that as a plot point for Gary to excuse Gary having a bunch of Dread Troopers. If the only time that he was actually going to utilize them, aside from the movie, is the very last fucking episode of the show. That's a fucking insane move to have to take.
Right. Alright. Hey, Minato is still gold.
Yep,
he is turning gold. This effect looks awfully. This is horrifying, you know? As he slowly turns gold, but then it just left his mouth. It's some real 2010 amazing orange type of shit. I was like, holy shit, this
everything
is
that happens with Garion's fucking like golden transmutation stuff when he blasts people with that Velveeta cheese is fucking disgusting, and just like not disgusting in like a in like a grotesque way. It's just disgusting and like this effect looks bad and I don't like looking at it. Like fucking Minato's head isn't even like to scale with his body. So it just looks like he has a
I was looking at this. It feels so extremely awkward. I was like, man, this does not look good. I can't tell it's because of the shading or this is the weird gold effect that they decided to use. Right, this does not look good. You know, him turning gold.
This is very similar to like when we got the at the end of Revice when fucking Kagero and Daiji, right, where they had them stand side by side, and we all just kind of went, that looks kind of weird. I don't get why it looks, like, why somehow we can't get we haven't mastered in 2022 or 2023, whenever that was, we haven't mastered the same technology as fucking Norbit from, like, 20 years ago.
Right, yeah. No, this is horrifying. Yeah, so Gara just starts turning everything gold.
Everything.
You know, hey, look, the pendulum plan didn't work, so his plan is just, I'm just gonna Splatoon the shit out of this. I played the game Splatoon, you know?
Yeah.
This is literally the exact same concept. I was like, man, this is really fucking bad. You know, I kinda liked it better when he had that big pendulum laser.
Yeah,
with a
child strapped in
right,
it.
At least that,
with two children
right,
actually
at least that was quick. You know, right? Like, because he was fighting one continuous big laser to cover a wide area.
Yeah, it was just
like,
going
there's a
around
big AoE. This one is just like, he's just splattering stuff. I was like, oh, man, this is gonna take a while, you know, right? Right?
Yeah,
the worst was that these Dread Troopers, or Dead Troopers, where the fuck these, like, they're not firing in order. They're just firing at random location, you know?
It's
right?
especially funny
like, there's like no...
When you look at the gold, it very much makes the Dread Troopers look like a bunch of, like, angry bees coming out of a fucking, like, wasp, out of, like, a bee's nest. Like, they just fly out of the Rubik's Cube and just start shooting all over the place, aiming for the gold. And it's like, they just look like a bunch of fucking bees, man.
their color motif doesn't help at all.
No, it doesn't.
You know, right?
Also,
man, what do you think the general public's reaction is like seeing, right, before even Garyon did his big summon out the Dread Troopers and start shooting little gold paint, right? Like, you're like, man, what the fuck's this giant cube in the air?
Yeah, why is there a
really
giant
fucking weird, you know?
Yeah, I do think that it's funny considering, like, and again, this goes back to, like, how at the end of last episode, they just made the hugest fucking leap to go, anyway, sometime after
Oh, by the way, man, I don't know if you heard, but they already announced a director's cut of this episode.
I did see that. I saw that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
They did not specify how many extra minutes are gonna be added, right? Right? For all we know, this could have just literally be this could literally just be a season of Kanjiki just dicking around or some shit, right? Like him going through the closet looking for the big tuning fork.
Yeah.
You know, right? Like, I don't know what what the fuck was cut? Like, they kept the scene of, like, Kanjiki coming with the big fork. I was like, alright, we're keeping it. Someone in the editing bay really advocated for that scene to be kept in, you know? Right?
There's actually a tender scene of Spawner taking a shovel and digging up a shallow grave for Lax's dead body.
Right? But yeah, man, we have to do that. I guess we have to do that as well. We might actually have to talk about the directors.
It depends on how much is. If there's actually a significant stuff added, then we might have to. But otherwise, I'm fine to let that burn in hell.
Right,
yeah.
and we'll see if there's like how much we can just shove that into like another production, another video, so we don't have to deal with it.
Maybe
all right,
by
but
the time we get around to doing the movie, we can include that.
Yeah. Hey, they did not announce the movie. Apparently, someone put us. This is like for like the first time since like Ghosts, apparently, or something, or some other series. This is the first time where a finale aired that they did not announce the post sequel,
yeah, the
post series movie.
No. This is I think we're done.
Apparently,
God willing, this is the end.
It did not occur to. Yeah, it did not occur to me. I did not realize how good we had it. We've been having it for Kamen Rider, where the post-series movie was always announced after the finale of the episode aired. I was like, oh, huh. And then at some point I was like, oh, I guess. Okay then. I mean, I don't really need to see a post-series of Gotchard, right? I'm kind of glad they just actually did that.
There are a couple of things at the end that we'll get to that I am worried are supposed to be hinted at for some kind of future production, and I really... God, I hope that's not gonna be a thing. But everybody gets cheese and then runs away.
Realized the errors of her ways.
Yeah,
right.
Luckily, without any coordination with everyone else, Clotho just chooses when she wants to make her final stand against Garyon, and she's very lucky that it goes as well as it does because she gets her ass kicked the entire time. But it's
the drag. The Dread Type 3 does not work, right?
A big stick.
It turns out having a big stick. The problem is she's holding a big stick while also holding a rapier, right? And she's not distributing the weight enough, right, to be attacking the,
she should put
right? And it does not
put the rapier on top of the big stick. She should put the big.
Have like a bayonet, right?
No, I'm talking about a corn dog situation. I want her to take the rapier and shove it up the big stick, and then she's got big stick.
Okay.
She's got big stick on a stick.
The
ultimate
gets her ass handed to you.
Yeah. But luckily, she gets her ass handed to her just long enough for it to line up with the time of the Kamen Riders coming to fight Garyon as well. I just think it's very funny that she goes and does this by herself, gets her ass kicked, but it happens to take so long for her to get
I don't think she was able to stall for that long, right? Because in the between her fighting Garyon this entire time, the other characters are actually just doing... Like, Ichinose had enough time to go home
and get a lunch. Bring a box lunch for him and his friends.
Right, be like, hey guys, this is our last fight. My mom made us some onigiri for the final battle, right?
She gave me some snacks for the road.
Right? This could be it,
I was so confused.
I know half of us here has never had a home cooked meal, so you guys better take. Wait, hold on. Everyone here, hold on. Everyone here does not have has never had a home cooked meal.
Renge has her grandma. Renge at least has her grandma.
Yeah, okay, Renge. Yeah, right? So, like, hey, I know only two of us here has ever had a home-cooked meal, so let's all take this moment to
What, you don't think that the science lab made Sabimaru tender, loving meals cooked with love?
No, I think they just give him gloop. I think they give him processed gloop that is determined to be nutrient efficient, right? Like, this has... we just took him a bunch of, like, vitamin pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took a bunch of vitamin pills and we just threw it into we crunched it and mixed it with the goop, right? This has the same amount you would have got if you have eaten a real chicken breast.
Yeah, why would we give you that when we have our science? We have the scientific answer. It's actually all the malformed bad like poorly made chemies are the things that they get fed. All the kids are eating just unformed, unprocessed chemy. They get some onigiri and plan their big rebellion.
It's also really crazy how in this last scene, fucking Renge just comes out with these two fucking American Gladiator sticks.
So that was my favorite part where they just show up with their out in there, and I went, "What the fuck are those things?" I looked at it. I was like, I must assume that this is some kind of like weapon that they developed. But again, there's not enough time to explain it. Again, is there a fucking direct? Is this?
What do you mean? Renge does explain it, you know. She technically does. It's a callback. It's all callbacks, you know. She's like, oh yeah, she does explain what.
She explains what it is, but she doesn't explain where it came from or when they made it. Like, did they just forget to bring this with them when they approached Garyon and like on top of the roof?
Oh man, is this what the deleted scene is gonna show?
Yeah.
What? Them making this before
it's Ichinose goes home and Sabimaru and Renge go back to the lab and start cooking real hard.
Right, like, oh man, we gotta leave in 5 minutes, you know. All right, what can we do? Yeah. Also, apparently, Spotter can combine the Valva Crusher into a fucking dual blade. This is insane.
Wait,
to like this two-sided blade. This thing is fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, he does. I forgot. Yeah, I think he's done it before. Like, oh wait, actually.
Boy, you mean before, as in the last episode?
Actually, hold on. Is it a combined thing, or is he just holding both handles together? Because it kind of looks like he's just holding both handles together.
Oh, is it? I legitimately thought... No, I think he's actually holding it at... I think it's actually a combined form. I think he apparently has the ability to combine both Valva Crusher into like a double-sided blade. You know?
Sure.
But they didn't have time to show that during his fight. During his fight against Gigas, you know?
If there was another thing to say like, for these last, like, 6-10 episodes of Gotchard, there's not enough time. We don't have enough time. We could go over this, but there's not enough time.
Yeah, you know, man. It also occurred to me that Rene still does, even as Twilight Majade, she does not have a weapon, so she's just fighting with her fist, you know,
she has the cape.
Hey, Spotter, you have 2 Valva Crushers over there.
They're both mine. They are both mine. They are both. Hey,
one of them is my dead girlfriend.
Would Ichinose like to give me the X-Gotch caliber again? No, I'm still fighting with my bare hands, and again.
Yeah, boy, I am not Kamen Rider Janae, you know, right?
Yeah.
I am not a high school girl that fights in like a dojo down the street, you know, right? Yeah. So what if I have the ability to foretell every move? You know, I still want like a weapon. You know, these guys have guns, you know, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So hey, remember Gold Dash Lion, the bike?
Yeah,
hey, we're bringing it back for the last episode.
Look, you've got to remember that
bring it back for the last episode.
Rider, if you didn't ride, if he wasn't riding a belt, riding a bike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, that's his thing. He got to remember he could do this, you know, right? So there you go. He rides. It's really funny. It reminds me of the fucking of the scene in Saber, right, when Toma.
Oh yeah,
episode.
The 2 times that he rides his bike, maybe.
No, the scene where he runs up the invisible stairwell, but it was really badly CG animated, right?
Look, we had to make a rep somehow.
Also, there's a fucking insane line in here, right, during this event. Right, because at some point during this fight, Gary brings back the 3 Abyssal Kings and makes them...
He just makes them with his own power.
There's also an insane line by Spotter that I found out later. It's extremely... insane, right? It's not like when he says that you stray so far from the humanity that you ended up a hollow puppet.
Are you trying to tell us that they're humans? That they were human before?
Yeah. Yep. Oh man, I don't know, man. I can't wait to talk. But this line is extremely insane, right? Because there is no context of this line. This line makes no sense within the show's actual narrative for him to be saying this. Yeah. Right.
I agree with that. Yeah,
right? It's only wasn't after I read the production blog that I found out there was a legitimate reason for this. And boy, man, I can't wait to go over the final production blog of the season. You know,
I tried reading it myself.
It turns out
I was so mad at it. I was so mad at this that I actually took the time to go on Reddit and I started reading stuff and I just kept getting mad, so I had to put it down.
Yeah, right. But yeah, hey, also, Fuga, hey, look, the dad's, hey, remember Rene's dad? He's here. He showed up, that's not in person. He shows up in a rider suit. He doesn't.
Yeah, the actor had other things to do. He had a real family to go back to.
right? It also doesn't help that, right? That it was pointed out that after this fight, he also just straight up said he only shows up for this fight, which is extremely fucking crazy. Yeah, he shows up to help Rene because it turns out Rene is a girl and she can't fight two Abyssal Kings by herself.
She had to call
right?
She had to call her dad in. Okay, someone has to fight the other guy, Abyss King, and it can't possibly be Rene.
Yeah, Rene can't fight both of them herself. Even with her stupid, super broken ability, right? She can't do it, But yeah. Yeah, so while the ground team is doing that, Ichiro says, "Hey, fuck, I'm just gonna ram through this solid gold." I really hope that, man, he is, man. I was like, I hope he stops this through.
You see, with the power of alchemy, Gold Dash was able to transmute as gold through the golden Rubik's cube, gold and gold.
That's how he's able to break through the wall.
He just shifted through it. It's fucking stupid.
That's how he's able to pass through it. Okay.
I really hate this. Like, I've come to realize that how much I really hate this, like, space that they've made, like, for Garion's little Rubik's Cube room, because it's like the lighting on it is just really bad. Like, it doesn't, like, it's clearly a like green screen effect thing, but it's like so bad that I just can't, like, I can't take it seriously. Like, it just the lighting just doesn't work for, like, believing that somehow
this is happening. Yeah, like, it's only just a room with, like, really bad LED strip lighting, and that's it, right?
Yeah. And somehow this is worse than, like, fucking, what was it? King Oger shit, where it was all in fucking in green screen.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. No. I think I think this movie is so bad. I was like, man, Garion is not a home decorator, all right? He's like, I got some gold strip up. You would think his room would just be pure gold,
Nope.
Right?
It's actually just a lot of black on the inside.
Yeah. It turns out that hey, I guess Kratos gets peace.
Yeah. She's finally. Hey, she lived as she died, dying and wishing that she had family around her.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand. Man, hey, here's the thing, right? I don't understand how Atropos' spirit is here, because I assume, right? Because the way this show implies it, that Atropos' spirit now lives within Rene.
Yeah,
right?
I want to believe that she's that.
Right, it's like
I just want to believe that Clotho's had her head knocked around so much that she just doesn't fucking. She's just seeing things.
Okay, so she's just so in her moment of death, she's just imagining their spirit, and these are not their actual spirit coming to guide her.
There's no fucking way
to the homunculi afterworld.
Yeah, there's 100%. These living dolls do not have souls.
Yeah, and none of that was ever able to achieve humanity. Even though technically that was never their goal, and only one of them was kind of forced upon that goal. Right? Yeah. So Kratos is gone. No resolution to that. She's like, all right, well, my bad. And you think about it, this is all kind of my fault. Once again, going back to how playing. It turns out, hey, look, you can play both sides to get out on top, all right?
But you can
But if you decide to play three,
right,
you offset the balance,
when there's 3 to 4 sides to a situation, you can't play all of those sides.
Yeah, right? If she had only stuck to 2 sides, she probably could have gone away with it, right? But as soon as she's like, oh man, I'm gonna keep adding, I was like, it did not work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. It's over for her.
Yeah. Speaking of, it's over, we cut to what Sabimaru and Renge are doing, which is apparently defending the peace of the people, and, fighting with their giant fucking American Gladiator, fucking Tonfa, bats.
They're still so fucking
that
stupid.
Also have cannons. They save Cole Sprouse.
Yeah! Look, remember her freeze spell from 5 episodes ago? It's back.
Yeah.
It all worked out for her. This has always been her plan.
Yeah,
by
she's
making
been calculating
by
a
making
new
these
technique. Even though her giant bats are about as useful as Kajiki coming from the fucking, like, coming out the fucking back from nowhere with a fucking giant ass metal pole and shoving the fucking Dread Trooper away.
Look, he found it. He found it at school. Right?
I'm just saying, if he
Wait, hold on. Wait. Wasn't this pole created by Minato?
No.
Right?
No, this is like those. These are like those like crowd suppression like poles that the cops use in
No,
Japan.
I could have sworn we've seen this giant pole in the show before. I'm pretty sure they transmitted this.
No, this is a different pole. This is a different pole. This is.
Are you sure? I am 100% convinced that we've seen this pole.
I am. I could be wrong, but I am 99% sure that Kajiki just found a random street pole and shoved it into a fucking Dread Trooper to keep them off of Renge and Sabimaru.
Yeah. So it is now up to Kajiki to rally up the people, right? Saying like, all right, it's time for humanity to fight back. Right? The Dread Trooper are about to learn. You don't mess with Earth. Right? And its people.
Yeah. Welcome to Earth.
Right? Yeah. So, what is it? The gangster mob guy and Gotchard are like.
Yeah, I guess they're.
They've also finally learned the errors of their way.
Yep, we're all on the same team now.
And his idea is like, oh man, I'm really glad that in this apocalyptic situation that's happening, people are still watching YouTube. They gotta see who's still streaming, right?
My fucking Instagram Live is still going. I can't let the stream die.
Right? Yeah, I gotta make sure that everyone knows what is happening.
Hey,
right? You would think we get more seen of the people, right? Here's the thing, right? It goes back to one of my big flaws of the show, right? Of like how the Chemys and humanity are supposed to be together or whatever the fuck. Hey, it's not. We never see these people again for the rest. I mean, technically we see them, but like for the rest of this big battle, we never see it. The Chemys does not show up and fight alongside the humans, and the humans like, oh man, this is where they learn to trust the Chemys. I thought that maybe even
they would turn into amalgams again to fight the Dread Troopers. Nope, we're not doing that either.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so yeah, so what is it? Yeah, so hey, look, instead of you would think all the main characters of Spawner and Renee will help Ichinose fight off Gary on the big bad of the season. While they leave the dad to deal with these.
Or you'd think
to deal while they leave the dad to deal with them with the Abyssal Queen. Nope. Yeah.
I mean, after they beat the Abyss Kings, you'd think they might join the fight. But I guess they just went under the assumption that Rainbow Gotchard can because it's true, Rainbow Gotchard can make the Gotchard brothers. He can single-handedly do gang tactics all on his own.
Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. Look, Ichinose doesn't need our help if he can already make his own help. Right?
He's got his own. He's got his imaginary friends help him. Hey, don't worry. It goes immediately bad for him.
I can't believe. Even within the last episode, they still managed to reveal another fucking card variant form.
Yep,
holy shit, I got so fucking mad.
Shiny card, everything's gold now.
I fucking can't believe that. Like, I was like, alright, Twilight, like, the Twilight form cards are like, they're like at least cool enough, right, to justify their existence. And I was like, boy, man, and then when they showed the spotter, Crow got wherever the fuck their rarity name is. I was like, man, these are really fucking bad. Holy shit. Yeah, right. All they did was just put them silver and added a black flame. No, all they did with these fucking new gold cards, they just put a shitty yellow filter. They don't even add anything. It's just straight up a yellow piss filter on them. Holy shit, I was like,
everything just, and also the speed at which Garion is able to just make all of them like that, because it's literally one shot of his gold spray on Nijigon, and the whole thing just goes to shit, and Rainbow Gotchard completely out of commission. Then he switches to fucking X Super Gotchard with the Gotch Caliber. Immediately, again, gold spray, done, down. Then he goes to starts doing fucking like Chemy forms. Boom, sprayed again, gotcha again, bitch. Like,
Right, even Sabo Nito couldn't do it. It's real, man. I fucking lost him with the gold Sabo Nito.
Gold Sabonito's pretty great.
I don't know what the gold Sabo just fucking lost it. You know, like, they actually somebody actually had to. I'm pretty sure somebody actually had to make like a gold. They spray paint and they spray painted this thing gold and they just used it for this. It's so fucking crazy. Like, damn, Sabo ate shit so fucking fast. You know.
So
right?
here's the funny thing for me though is like. I feel like I talked about this before, specifically with the show, but like, so, Garion's whole craze with like gold and shit is just exactly what I did when I was like 13 or something. Remember Bionicles and how the big thing was supposed to be that they have golden masks and shit? Like, that was their final form of, like, their ultimate power was a golden mask and all that shit.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So, you know, there were two ways you could do it. You could either, you could either make a big, a big investment and go and buy all the stupid little, loot boxes or little packs to try and pull one of the shiny gold masks from Toys R Us or something. Or, you could be like me, a genius at the time, and ask your mom if you can buy gold spray paint and just spray paint all your regular masks gold, because that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly what the fuck this is.
Oh, right. Did you try to pass it off to your friends?
No,
I found out those gold masks. They're like only like 200. They actually only made 200 of them. Apparently.
Oh yeah, that shit was Monopoly like boardwalk shit, where it was like
you could have passed on like, hey, I got one of the 200 gold Bionicles. I'm so fucking cool,
I'll tell you this: I did not know enough about how to paint at the time to really pass it off, because that paint cracked so fucking fast. It was really fucking.
Oh man! You did learn how after you spray it, you have to put a matte finish on it.
Yeah,
you know,
I didn't get that.
Hey look. An origin story starts somewhere, you know.
Yeah,
right.
Do
you think that was the day, you know, where do you think that is your Gunpla origin story?
Oh, I mean, it's definitely part of it. It's definitely part of it.
Right, you know, like it was so unrelated to Gunpla, but you know, like how we always do on this channel, like 6th degree enough to being Gunpla related.
Yeah, close enough. So it still got me something. I got the taste.
Right.
I'm just saying that someone else inspired by my craftsmanship had the same decision to cover this in Velveeta gold cheese and every other like plastic toy in Velveeta gold cheese.
Yeah. So Gary on beats the shit out, man. Hopper one, Steve 10-liner each and turn to gold. You know,
now you're gold.
Right. It's actually over. Yeah. The Gotchard driver actually destroyed as well.
Yeah, blasted and burnt. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then then all of the Dread Troopers become big for, I guess, because of the power of Nichigon and gold. And then he just plans successful. Garion's won. He did it. He accomplished his goal.
Yeah.
The bad guys win.
Yeah.
Sometimes they lose.
Yeah. Right. And this is where I fucking loses it. You know. Right. I thought they were gonna do some. I actually thought that they were gonna do a Doctor Who bullshit moment, right? Or I thought this was like a Tsukiyomi, Infinite Tsukiyomi.
Yeah, I thought that this was gonna be something where like somehow Hotaro saw the future and this is what would happen, and it brings back and he goes, I can't let that happen.
Right? Yeah. I thought this was supposed to be I thought this was all a vision or some actual. I mean, it is a fake out, right?
Yeah.
But like, I was like, oh no, Galen actually legitimately wins. Yeah. But thanks to Hotaro's
the power of
child of future
power of
prophecy.
Yeah.
I mean, right? Friendship. His Date Bayo.
I want to believe that his body temperature at this point was just running so fucking high that the fucking gold couldn't keep him still. It was just melting.
Right, do you think it's because Garen didn't put a matte finish on everything as well? That's why it didn't work. Right?
You gotta lock it in with that top coat at the end. He didn't.
Yeah, you know,
exactly
or else the gold will start cracking, you know, right?
Yeah.
I legitimately thought Legend was gonna show up at this point. Like, oh man, okay, man, they have to put Legend back in.
If Legend showed up and
right,
was like, oh, it's an alternate timeline.
Legend would have showed up, right? Or hey, you know what they should have done? Or have the fucking time. Hey, remember the Time Lord card?
Yeah,
that they
I
introduced
also
in the show,
thought
like,
that might be a thing. Nope.
Right? Have this thing be relevant?
Bullshit.
Nope. Yeah, no. Yeah, but Hoto's Dante Bayo, his friendship with all the Chemys, you know, right?
He pushes through.
He breaks through.
Being turned into gold. Unfortunately, nobody else has anywhere close. Again, it's like I joked when Rine and Renge were frozen for an entire 2 episodes in back at the secret base forest, and it's like, no, I mean, he said it. He's the greatest alchemist that ever lived. He's no one else can possibly defeat him. No one could top his spellcraft.
Yeah, and this I fucking lose it here. So Ichigo breaks out the goldification spell, you know, right?
Yeah.
Says we gotta start using that word now.
Yeah, goldified.
Right?
Yeah, I'm no longer. You can't goldify me. I'm too strong.
I am the actual master. I am the master alchemist. You know, the one that has never been seen in 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Right. Look, I am. It turns out. Hey, I am the half-blooded prince this entire time. Right.
You transmuted me into gold, but then I transmuted the gold back into me. Haha.
Yeah, and hey, man, look. I understand.
Hey,
you know,
new driver drops.
I understand that Kamura has to sell toys. You know, right? Like that Kamura's existence only exists to sell toys, and that the show are just nothing more than a big advertisement for these. Like, holy fuck, this is 3 episodes where they have introduced 4 new drivers within the show.
Yep.
This is absolutely insane.
Yep.
Right? Holy shit.
Although I did read in the production notes. Apparently, this isn't a new driver. It's just the Daybreak driver. But we're seeing.
Oh, is this what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, now we're actually seeing within. Oh, where it's not on Gotchard Daybreak.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Okay, so this is how this timeline of Ichinose gets the Daybreak driver.
I feel like,
is that what it is?
Yeah, I guess it's something like that. Anyway, with the power of his hot Daybreak intense emotion, he's able to summon a red Gotchard driver. And also de-goldify all of the Chemy cards. And then also, so you're talking about the gold variants of the Chemys. Hey, what about the Ultima forms of the Chemys? Because, boy, that got me pissed off. Because that is just the same thing. There's nothing changed.
Is there even any difference between these Ultima variants?
I do not see a... Well... Okay, the backgrounds of the rainbow.
Is it just the back?
But
I think the difference is that the back is rainbow. I think the front of the card.
But I thought the rainbow Chemy cards also had that rainbow effect on.
No, but the rainbow Chemy cards are front and back. You know, like the rainbow Chemy cards, they have that shitty rainbow filter on their back, right? Yeah, but on their back is. So I think with the Ultima card, it's only just the back that are rainbow, right?
Cool, I guess.
Look, they're gonna keep selling these Gotchard cards until the end of time, you know.
Yeah, look, we've got a warehouse of them back there, and we've got to get rid of them.
Right. Oh yeah. You know, I am at least glad that this form is not named Gotchard Real X Kenny. Whatever the fuck.
Title
song.
Chemy story Gotchard.
Right? Because right, I have to assume that at some point they legitimately thought of that, but they realized that was also the name of the.
Someone had to be talked down from that.
Right? Right? But they're like, but like management, but like someone at Toei or no. You can only either use it for the title or the forms. You gotta pick one. You cannot use it for both.
And they're like, haha, joke's on you. We can still make another form. We made a new form. It's just not that. Apparently that form is exactly the same as regular Steamhopper. But it has the power to wipe all of the Velveeta cheese off of this earth.
But I was looking at this. I was trying to see if there was any actual difference. I thought it was a chest plate type of thing. You know, right? I thought they might have switched out the chest. Oh, is this? Are we really pulling an Almighty Saber and a fucking 01 Real XI again? Realizing again.
Yeah. I could not. I did not. It, it's disappointing to be right sometimes, you know. But you know, they have a formula and they want to use it. And apparently that formula involves going back to the base form and just beating the shit out of the overpowered enemy with the power of your base form.
Look, it's that story trope, you know. Look, even without all your powers, the real power was inside you all along.
I will say,
this hero journey was pointless, you know.
I didn't process at first until like we get to the watching this again now, and then now that I remember, now that I've watched the end, I didn't process in the moment that this is the point where Ichinose creates an entire world off of all of the Velveeta cheese and all of the Dread Troopers.
Oh yeah, no. But that was
there are so many. He creates a second Earth, and then he punches.
He rewrites reality. Yeah, he literally gold Requiem experienced the shit out of this planet.
And then he punches.
Shit. When that line, I thought he was undoing it too, right? I thought he was just undoing the gold. But then at the end of the episode, when he says, "Yeah, I made a new Earth," I was like, "What? Yeah. Wait, what?"
And then but then I realized, because I thought at first that he just punched Garyon up really, really hard, and then Garyon landed back down. But no, he punched Garyon so hard he went to the other Earth where fucking Ichinose came back down to that Earth and went, "I'm not done with your ass. I'm gonna kill you here. This is where I bury you. There's no laws on Second Earth.
Yeah.
There's no laws against
and now I have to power all 101 Chemys, you know.
Yeah.
Right? All my friends are with me now.
They can be free and roam and play and not be bothered by humanity. Yeah. And they can also all help me curb stomp the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Me and my
and then Garyon is dead, buried in an unmarked grave, you know, right? He just becomes fertilizer.
Just attacked. He becomes nutrients for the Chemys. They all rip him to shreds. It's amazing.
Because he literally becomes fucking dirt, which is insane.
Look, what does gold become if not dirt eventually? I guess.
And you know what? Hey, I technically do get my wish after all, you know, right? Cause who else than the real main character of the show, the glorious person only known as Kaguya Quartz, you know, he's here.
Hey, he's still here. Hey, look,
he's like, oh man, so what did you do? He was like, hey, what did you do what did you do in the summer break? You know, right?
Yeah,
what happened to you?
Turns out man, that's crazy, dog. You killed a guy? That's awesome. Holy shit.
Yeah, I just been chilling in my bath with all these plastic tools.
It also says a few months later, which implies that it took him a few months to somehow get back in touch with Kaguya for whatever reason. So he didn't tell him this. It's like he didn't tell him this any other way. He just randomly called him or heard from him 6 months ago. He was like 6 months later and went, "Oh shit, dude, what's up? Oh man, your timeline's doing cool. That's great. Yeah, I killed Garyon.
Yeah, man.
I killed him. I killed him good.
Wait, did you made a new Earth?
Yeah, there's a whole nother Earth. Yeah, man. It's not even a different dimension. It's not like one of your dimensional things. No, there's just 2 Earths in my dimension now.
Right, and then man, hey, so once again, I don't know what the qualification is to become an alchemist in this world. I don't think they actually ever explained it.
Open enrollment is now
starting.
Right,
I'm not sure. Just like a Harry Potter world type of thing where you have to have alchemist blood in your body. You know,
I want to believe it's more like a Scientology thing where they check your thetan levels.
Oh yeah, hey, right. It goes back to our number one problem with the hey, they just really need fundings, you know. Hey, who's willing to throw money to become an alchemist, you know, right? Yeah. You can learn to become an alchemist, you know. Just pay the deposit fee, the membership fee, the clothes fee, the facility. We'll get you.
What's that? I'm sorry. You have $5,000 ready to go, and your parents are CEOs. Yeah. Come join the fucking alchemy.
Yeah, you can become an alchemist, you know.
Your parents made a $10 million donation for a new wing of the Alchemist Society. Welcome in. You're enrolled.
Yeah. We'll put you to the. Well, hey. It says here, you're a super A rank alchemist now.
Yeah.
You know.
What's
Right?
yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
Spotter, move aside. Jared Kushner's got something to say.
Right. And then so now we get to this montage, right? Of Ichinose explaining everything to Kaguya, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it occurred to me that that Kaguya really has no idea who any of the fuck these characters that Ichinose. He's met them, right?
He
but I
met
don't.
them. Yeah.
But I don't think Kaguya would bother remembering their names, you know, right? Because as we see from his fucking legend, his glorious rider card, he only cares about main riders, you know.
I mean, that's true.
Right.
I just think it's funny that, I think he would remember Sabimaru and Spawner just for that one scene where they left the three of them in the room and they were like, this fucking sucks. I don't know either of you. Why am I talking to you?
Right? Yeah. Hey, Rene finally goes home to her house, you know,
Yeah,
right?
she wants to become a better alchemist than her dad. I feel like she should focus more on being a better person than her dad, but hey, fuck it. You know what? We take what we can
Yeah,
get, I
you
guess.
know, right? It turns out this entire time that Fuga took the house key as well, and now that he's back, she can finally enter. I'm so soon that she can finally enter her own house again, right? Because we've never seen her in her, her house.
She could have still been living in her house, based like she was being taken care of by like trust from the alchemy union. And it's just like,
oh man, I don't believe the alchemy are that confident enough.
I just want to believe that she's been getting the Naruto treatment of stale milk and fucking instant ramen, and that's all she's been living in. She's been living in an incredibly like opulent house with like all of these like fine detailings, but she's still eating fucking ramen packets and shitty milk.
Yeah. Right, and then this bit is also. Yeah, no, this bit is also insane to me. How ever now that the Garyon issue is over, people just forgot about the Garyon. Like, what?
They just go, yeah.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. I don't think that's real. Yeah. That sounds cool.
I have to assume this is what happens when Ichino rewrote the Earth. He's like, well, I'm gonna have everyone forget about the planet, you know, about this whole thing, you know, right?
Imagine if people tried to do that for the coronavirus and just were like, yeah, that pandemic, yeah, that's. Man.
I mean, hey, you know, people.
Yeah, I mean, there are people like that. Most of them are dead, but yeah.
Right, but hey, cameos. But don't we have cameos here,
yeah,
you know, right?
Hey, look, somehow we could afford to pay Flo and Backon to show up on this set and actually show their faces. We somehow paid them to represent themselves, and so that we can identify them in the streets and have confrontations with them about what the fuck they participated in.
Yeah, look. That's just the thing now we do at the end of every season. Cameos. We gotta put these cameos like, in, you know, right? Really fucking what's that? Wait, now this is just not a thing, right? I mean, we've been getting cameos in the show. I was like, I guess they decided to have the artist, right? Because last season with Geeks, you know, right? Kodo Kuma did not show up and be like, hey, what's going on? You know, right? It's like, oh, here's back on it flow, you know, right? Yeah. Here you go, and from what I read, this is the composer.
Yeah, the composer.
Right, this is not the show writer, you know, right? They did not get the show writer to show up.
No,
you know,
they would never. None of the show writers would ever have the courage to show their faces so that they could be confronted in public.
Right? Yeah, no. Here's the composer, right?
Yeah.
Showing. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Go blame that guy. You guys go hunt him down. Don't come to us. We don't want to hear your complaints.
Yeah. And then also here's the voice actors for Hopper 1.
For Hopper 1 is here, and she kind of wants to bang.
Right, no, man, I have to do a double take because she enters, right? She makes the Hopper 1 sound when she gets bumped. I was like, wait, did I miss something? Like, I literally thought that Hopper 1 was out in public, right?
Yeah, Hopper 1 is a real girl now.
Yeah, look, Hopper 1 has achieved a humanoid formula, just like Zukyun Vampire, you know, right? Hey, does Zukyun Vampire show up at the end? Yeah, nope.
I want to believe that Zukyun. I was really surprised that we got to see Wizard X in its humanoid form again, but we didn't see Zukyun Vampire just walk up and slap the shit out of Garion.
Right, and then Ichigo saying that's. Yeah,
He,
yeah.
who cares about his
Man,
dad? His dad's
people
not
got real mad about this for some reason. I don't know why people are being so tilted by this ending about Ichinosi's dad,
I guess they
right?
thought that there would be more significance, and I'm sorry that you're
Yeah, I
stupid.
don't know. And it turns out this is it's just like a My Hero situation,
Yeah,
right?
you're just gonna have to accept the fact that
Yeah,
his dad was
he
never
is not
important.
relevant. He is not relevant to the story. And he is not. Stop bringing him up.
Yeah,
Right? I don't know why the show keeps wanting to bring him up. Right? It also occurred to me that this entire we thought this photo was a glare. This corner was a glare from the
yeah,
photo because
it
of
might.
all the angles. No, it turns out the corner of this is just burnt off. She
Yeah,
just straight up burnt off the corner
yeah,
that had the dad's face.
fuck that
on it.
deadbeat. Get out of here. I don't trust you.
Right? Yeah. Right, like, I legitimately thought this was glare, right? Because that's how the show... But now that we actually get the photo, like, this angle where you can clearly see, no, this is actually how the photo is presented.
Yeah.
Like, there's this corner just burnt off, right? Yeah. Anyway, here's the fucking,
Yeah, let's go hang out on
on
Second
Chemy
Earth,
Earth?
and,
Yeah,
and we can bring all.
what the fuck are we calling...
we-
Chemy... Are we gonna call this Chemy Park?
Yeah,
Right? Oh, I don't...
Chemy World.
Chemy Island?
Yeah.
Chemy Island, wherever the fuck you... boy, man, it looks like none of these Chemys have enough space. I don't know why the fuck they're all so jumbo. I was like, hey, man, you guys have all this fuck. You have an entire fucking planet.
Give it like a year before this starts going into the law of the jungle and Chemy start fighting each other and
Yeah.
only
Also,
the
boy,
strong
man,
survive.
hey, I just want to say that fucking what is it? Wherever the fuck the bike one. The bike one and Mad Wheel, they're gonna fucking hate it on this.
Oh, yeah.
There was no pavement for them to
They're-
to traverse.
There's
If
I mean,
it
there's
rains
one that's
and the
there's also the fire hydrant one.
right? Yeah, no. Look, if it rains and it starts getting muddy, they're gonna be
Oh, yeah,
fucking
they're-
stuck. At least, right? At least Skateboard X can float. Right? You can just float around. But like, holy shit, the fucking Mad Wheels and the bike one are like, man, they're fucked. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking great. And then hey, and Kajiki's here now. Kajiki's cool
Kajiki's-
enough.
Kajiki's
Hey,
part of the group.
Hey, but you know who's not cool? His 20-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's a helper. Like, hey, no predators allowed.
Yeah,
Hey, that's not-
I mean, you'd think that he'd go, hey, there's no laws on Second Earth, right? So I can date whoever I want here, right? And it's like, no, that's weird, man.
Yeah, but Hopper one, being the responsible one, like, hey, nope, no, I'm not. She is not allowed on Chemy Earth, right?
Yeah.
That's the first law we're gonna establish.
First law of Chemy
right?
Earth is the age of consent is 18, and nobody under the age of 18 is allowed, or nobody under the age of 20 is allowed to propose to be in a relationship with someone under the age of 18.
Yeah. And then there's this weird deja vu scene. Like, I assume this is a movie reference,
I guess.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I guess this is what this is supposed to be. This weird day.
time.
Yeah, right. This has never happened in any of the other. So I assume this has to be a movie reference, And we don't have time. We'll probably wait a few months before we talk about the movie, Right?
Yeah,
We didn't
yeah.
have time when we were in Japan when it was in theater to watch it.
Yeah,
We're busy.
Yeah, we had to
we're
focus on
busy,
the stuff,
right?
The week by week stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so I assume this is a movie reference that this is happening, right? Because I don't understand what the fuck. I don't understand what the fuck we need to say by deja vu.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't
And
remember
she
that
realizes
happening
this
anywhere
is
else in the episode or in the show.
right. Yeah, right. She's like, sure. So yeah, the day is saved, or whatever.
And
the Chemys are
fade to
free.
black on the Chemy planet. They're free to be separate
and then,
but equal from humanity. And then
Yeah.
we get, hey, it's your obligatory crossover handing of the baton. Hey, Gav's here. And I guess Kaguya is the new Decade. Traveling from dimension to dimension, and he's just going to involve himself with all of the new Reiwa riders, I guess.
Man, I do not understand what the fuck is going on in this scene. So I think, well, what is it? What is Gav's was it?
Shoma.
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 Shoma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shoma, because he's like, oh, stomach, yeah. Shoma shows up. Right? He's just running randomly on this rooftop,
Yeah,
right? And then Kaguya
yeah, Kaguya shows up from behind him and goes, hey, guess
behind
what?
him, right?
Yeah.
And then Ichinose shows the fuck.
Yeah,
What the fuck is going on? Man,
He's just been hanging out with Kaguya. They're best buds. They're like
right,
card
this
bros.
is man. I kind of been liking how the last few seasons has been doing it with the obligatory right, where they're just there. But this is like the most. Oh, this is so fucking awkward. You know, I don't understand what the fuck is. This literally feels like a non-canon Easter,
I mean,
right?
it feels
This
like
is
they're
right because at least
that...
with the geeks, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like they're implying
right because at least with the geeks, yeah. Okay, yeah, sure. It just feels really fucking weird because at least with the Geats and Ichinose, where they were just passively happening, right? It didn't feel forced, you know. Like Geats was like, "Hey, fuck you. That's mine. Don't touch that box," you know, right?
Hey,
right when Geats showed up in front of the bathhouse, or when Geats just watched Ichinose runs the fuck off, like, man, what the fuck is that kid's deal?
Yeah,
whatever. You know, this just feels. I don't know. This entire interaction feels so really fucking awkward and weird. This, I don't know. I would have liked it better if Shoma just showed up like, hey, what's the sweetest thing you got here in your little family diner, you know, right?
Yeah.
Can I get some of that? You know, if not, can I just pour maple syrup? Can I pour some maple syrup on
at the kitchen? But nope, we didn't do that.
Yeah, this entire fucking it's so fucking awkward. And it doesn't help that Kaguya gives him the fucking Kuga Gochizu. I was like, is this gonna be a thing? Is Shoma gonna actually use this fucking use this in the actual show?
Look,
like, it's so fucking weird that
everybody has to get a Kuga legendary rider transformation device before they transfer over. Okay?
Right, yeah, but it's just so fucking weird. Like this isn't the right. You would think this would be the Gotchard, or at least Legend would give him like, hey, here's my Gochizu. You know, it's also personally signed and serialized just for you, kid. You know. But it's just so fucking weird that he gives him the Kuga one, right? I was like, okay, sure. I understand Kuga's like the first Heisei, but like, you want to give him the Kamen Rider Ichigo one as well while you're at it?
Or the 0-1
and maybe
one?
Give him,
I don't know, fuck.
Yeah, you know, right? I mean, give him the Kuga. I was like, man, you might as well, you know, right? And also, it doesn't help that now that we know how to fuck Gochizu or form within the show, he only gets one chance with this thing, you know, right?
You better use it wisely, or else you're gonna.
It's like the Master Ball in Pokemon, right? Hey, man, you better save this for like it's something really important to use this shit, right? You only get one of this thing, right? Hey, man. Yeah. There you go. Here's the fucking Hey, here you go. Here's Gab. You know, he actually transformed. And everyone is friends. You know, here's some gummies or whatever the fuck.
Now. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, it's now my time. For this week's. Right. Hey, next week is my adventure. My story starts now, or whatever the fuck, or whatever. And that's the end of the series. Here's a fucking weird montage scene of everything else. Yeah, sure.
Remember all the things that we've done, all the places we've gone. We've come so far.
You know. So that's the end of the series. It's man, this entire ending is so. Once again, this feels like they were rushing. So there is so much stuff that's cut.
There wasn't enough time.
I feel like we're missing. Yeah, they did not get enough episode. They could not ask the studio. Toei was not able to get TV Asahi to be like, hey, can we get an extra few minutes on air?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. In fact, the amount of time that you've already taken from me is tantamount to a war crime, and I just cannot accept it.
But yeah, that's the ending of Gotchard. Man, hey, you know, there's gonna be we'll post the series review next week, soon, or whatever the fuck, right, where we actually go through our actual thought. But man, this entire few episodes was a gambit. They literally just boss rushed the hell out of this thing, you know, right?
Yeah, if they just power through, we can get to the end.
Yeah, what's it? Going through back how the fact that these last were written by 3 different writers, you know, did not help, right?
Look, there's one thing I've learned from the new Star Wars movies, is that changing the director in the middle of your new trilogy, is always a good thing. Okay, because somehow Palpatine returns.
Right. All right. Hey. Look. Look, as is tradition, let's go through. Hey, the final blog post of the season. There was a lot. There was a lot. I was
There's so
reading
much
through
in
this
it. I
blog.
tried reading it and I was like, there's so much shit.
Yeah, it goes through like how much stuff that they had to cut and go through. Right? Just for this season. Right? Like I also when I was reading through this, right, I feel like they kept changing what the fuck the show's theme was every single time.
Yeah.
When I was like, I don't, right? All right, let's see. Blah 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 blah. Okay, what are the relevant stuff, right? Uh, hey, don't give up. Keep moving. Sure, I guess. Yeah, that's the theme.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
Right?
It went just when they tell you.
Man, I
You
think
have
the
to
best
stop.
part is when
Just keep
yeah.
trying.
I'd also like to think that Garrett is also really basic, right? In that his vision. I love how the reason I think that Garrett only knows the textbook definition of alchemy, and that's just making gold, and that's
Yeah.
it.
He
didn't know how
found
to
one definition and that's all he could do.
right? It's really funny. Like, that's a villain. His entire he just Googled what the fuck is alchemy,
I mean,
and he went wherever the fuck.
That's basically all that the writers and producers did was I don't know, fuck. You make gold and stuff. I don't know. Have you ever watched Full Metal Alchemist? No. What the fuck is that?
Right? Yeah, I think that's real funny. That's what Gary Hunt's definition of alchemy is. It's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I just Google. I was like, yeah, you just make gold. That's the. Do I need to worry about all the steps in between? No. I just need to figure, hey, fuck, how the fuck do I get this gold shit? Do I know what to do with all this gold after I make it? I don't know. Right? Do I know how to crash the market with gold? Nope. I just know I want gold.
I just want to see if I can. Once everything's gold, it'll be perfect.
Yeah. Let's see. So, oh man, this bit I fucking lost it. So the goal set for the show was Ichinose's impossible dream of creating a world where chemies and humans lives together wasn't reached in this episode. Man, this has never been his goal. Once again, going back to how the pro was like, he had made no effort within the show for this to be his goal.
He stated it. It's just that he
stated it, but he did nothing.
Lost completely. Yeah. Other than telling Minato eventually, hey, can you stop mind wiping my friend? I think you're making him have brain damage.
Right? I feel like his goal, like that's more of his goal, right? Than actually this whole Chemy and human can live together in peace, right? He actually did something with hey, can you stop fucking? I think my goal is for you to stop fucking up Kanji's memory. That guy, he is not gonna survive up to 50 at this point, right? The match is gonna set in real early.
He keeps staring at the wall and drooling.
Right? Yeah. Let's see, because this is not because Hotor is immature because we didn't have enough episodes. It is proof that he has become a true alchemist. What the fuck does this mean?
He's finally learned
I feel like
the true way. The only true alchemist could transmute gold. Instead of turning regular things into gold, he can turn gold into regular things.
I think this reason is extremely unhinged, right? I think having human live together with chemies is not related to alchemy in any other way. That's just a completely separate thing, right? It's like me being a zookeeper, but I also want, hey man, I'm gonna put the lions and the humans together and see what happens, Let's just start having human live together with elephants and see what the fuck happens, right? Right? Like these are two completely different ideals.
For Tarzan, I'm sure it'll work for people.
Their fucking rationale for why Ichinose failed is extremely unhinged. I'm like, this does not add up. Like action within alchemy. This is fucked up. This is not how alchemy works, right?
Yeah.
I think the producer of the show's idea of alchemy is just combining two things together and see what happens. Like that is not what alchemy is, right? Yeah, holy shit. Yeah. Okay. Changing the theme of the show. The theme of the show has been cheerful and fun. Well, once again, please stop changing your. Please stop changing what the fuck the motivation.
Just pick one. Just pick one.
What is it? Literally, the contradiction is already in this stupid blog post.
Yep.
Right.
Except for those times when we didn't make it cheerful or fun, and things were really sad.
Yeah.
But it's always been cheerful.
Yeah,
and
you know,
fun.
hey man, remember when Ichiroshi turned to an egg? You know, right?
Yeah, when he fell apart because he had to kill Hopper 1.
Right. Let's see. ATOs. Let's see. Gary on the side of the goal was to show that no matter how serious
Okay,
the
so
film
this
always,
also
and,
they
you know,
are literally
hey,
saying that they got this shit from King Oger. They thought that they could do the same thing they did with King Oger, and it didn't work. I'm telling you, it didn't work, guys.
oh, I didn't even realize that they really did get this from King. That's crazy. Oh, holy fuck. Let's see. Let's see. When they were creating the script,
cultivate an Osama Sentai King Oger. Do you mean a green screen? Because a green screen effect has existed for decades now. I just don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
well, once again, Japan does not. They have never worked. Man, Japan has never seen the Alice in Wonderland or the Wizard of Oz movie, right? Where that entire movie was filmed entirely within a green screen. I don't think Japan didn't learn until, or at least Toei, right? Did not learn what the fuck, how to use a green screen. They just only use it as a backdrop and to put it on top of another layer, yo. They didn't realize they could just straight up make an entire show within a green screen, you know? Like,
Yeah.
let's see.
Apparently if you stack all of the the Abyssalisk Kings together, you get the Abyssalisk King.
Yeah,
what a twist.
Man. Oh yeah, no. This is what gets me. So I'm not sure if this was revealed in the movie, but it turns out that it turns out the Abyssal Kings were once humans, right? Before they became they fucked up Alchemy to the point where they became monster, and that's what's the meaning of Spawner's line in this episode. Like, oh, like when he said that line, I was like, what the fuck does this mean? You threw away your so far humanity. And like that line actually makes no sense within the show if you did not read this blog post.
Insider information either.
Right? Because the only backstory of this show that we know is from the stupid Alchemist book, right? But that only dealt with one Abyssal King, right?
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah, but it wasn't until I read this blog post, right, that the Abyssal King used to be human. I was like, oh, that's what it meant. Okay. I get it now. Okay, It all makes sense now. Sure. Fuck it, you know.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright. Okay, within the story, we have time branches with the story split between the Abyssal King of the future from the summer movie, blah, 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 and the Abyssal King of the summer day. There is more story to the Abyssal King, but he decided not to use the main source.
Don't add that.
Oh, boy, man. Oh man, use that hidden. What the fuck? What is it? The hidden story of the fact that they were once humans? Is that what they're saying? Once again, going back to how the Abyssal King used being human is not a concept they have ever touched upon or explained or talked about within the show, right?
Yeah.
They're absolutely unhinged. Sure, the Abyssal could literally been aliens, you know, for all we have known within this show's fucking narrative. Holy shit.
Yeah, it could have been fucking whatever.
Right. Let's see. Hey, Kotos ended up fucking it the most for her. Yep. That makes sense. You know.
Yep. Shit went bad.
Right.
Freeze in place bazookas. I guess that was started work. They did technically start working on that. That was what they were working on. I guess. Okay. Cool. Fuck off.
Right. They were switch tries. Once again, would it make way more sense for these people who are against the Chemys? Right? To been swayed, like, oh yeah, hey, Chemys were good guys, with the Chemys coming out to save them, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess it makes sense they hated but once again, it goes back to how, I'm not sure what Tacha was trying to say the Chemys were bad, or the Alchemists were bad, right?
I think he was trying to say the Alchemists were bad.
Right, but he put a lot of emphasis on Chemys when we first saw him again, so I wasn't really sure, so, you know, but I guess he's always been saying that the Alchemists were bad. Sure. Okay. Whatever. Let's see. Anything else? Blah 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 blah. Okay. Oh wait. Oh. Okay.
He just peeled off all the gold painting and then moved it all into fucking made a real Earth. That's exactly what I said.
Let's see. Gira's opinion is that ultimately all living things are wasteful and ungrateful. Was that it? Was that his actual motivation? Did he just hate humanity and realize that humanity had no purpose? Holy shit! That is, he has never said that. I thought his entire goal was like, I just want to see fucking things shiny. That's it. Oh, what the fuck? What's it? Going back to how the villain's motivation. I don't think we have ever realized that there's no point in the show that I portrayed Kieran as a nihilistic person who wanted Earth, all life on Earth to end. Right? I just thought he's like, oh man, I just want to see the Earth shining. You know, like that's just fucking crazy. You know, a sparkle, sparkle. Holy shit. You know,
Yeah.
right? Ooh, shiny. Well,
Instead, he's actually fucking mad as shit that you guys won't throw out your recycling.
Oh, what the fuck? Holy shit! Once again, what an unhinged thing for Gary. Like the fact that Gary was actually Owlman this entire time.
Yep.
What the fuck? Let's see. Yeah, let's see. The other Earth was traded by Gary. Was Holtorol. Blah blah blah. Yep. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, new Gotcha driver. This year's final episode. Ultima Steam Hopper. Sure. Fuck it.
Clearly, that's a whole. It's different.
Oh wait, it's not it. Holy shit. Terakawa from Midnight Suggest. Why did I try using the Gotcha daybreak?
This is why I said it's
Gotcha driver.
That's why I said I'm pretty sure it's just the daybreak driver, because I saw that when I looked through these notes earlier. I was like, what the fuck?
Holy shit, this really was just to promote the daybreak event, which we are currently accepting pre-orders for. Absolutely.
How about we sell the toy that we're about to make?
Oh my god. Holy fuck. After covering Aldo's defeat, though, 100% of the Philosopher's Stone Gyrion were distributed among the 100 Chemies, with 1% each. Boy, man, I can't wait to hear that
They
stuff.
even made the students at Tokyo Communication Art College make more CG Chemies. Which goes back to, yeah, they just went, fucking, I don't know, cut out the picture from the card and make it dance for me. Work, child slave, work.
Oh man, I can't, man. I can't. I would love to be in a meeting room with all the chemies when they have to vote on decision now, because that means everyone, all the 101 chemies. I have to assume that Nijigon is the person at the front who's doing the counting, right? Because he doesn't have a vote, right?
Yeah.
He's the neutral third party. He's
the
like
arbiter.
the actual third party.
Yeah, he's the
right?
arbiter.
And he has to all right, and every week the chemi has to vote for the most minor things. All right, what's for dinner this week, you guys? You know, right? Yeah. We gotta count the votes to see what the fuck people want to eat for dinner. You know, holy shit, this is fucking great.
Are we going to have to rip the hot spicy pepper one apart and make it into a whole meal for everyone else?
Right? Oh my god, the camera just having 1%. Just having 1%. It's fucking amazing now. Man, they would never get any actual decision made now because of this shit. Holy fuck. Let's see, yeah, like I said, the guests is back on Flo, the composer, and the voice actress for Hopper 1. Sure, why not? Yeah, fine. Oh, whatever. A good cameo appearance, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sure.
Let's see. What's the development? Yeah, so yeah, it's like yeah. Ichiro saying just straight up makes a new Earth, right? Where everyone's like, yeah, man, we all turn to gold.
Luckily, it's a hollow Earth. It doesn't have. If you look at the next line, it would normally fuck up Earth's rotation and the balance of the solar system as a whole, but because this new Earth is a planet that exists but has no mass due to the law of mass exchange, it doesn't
mention all the way back in episode 2.
Yeah,
sure.
It doesn't mess with gravity at all. So. Actually, he just made Hollow Earth, and it's okay. Just don't go inside because that's where that's where all the giant Kongs live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're curious about Hotoro's father. Pointless. And he meaningless. Yeah. We trick you. That was the big red herring of the entire season. You know. You thought that Hotoro's dad was gonna be. It's not.
Yep,
you all got fucked.
It turns out it wasn't relevant at all. Sometimes Chekhov's gun is Chekhov's gun, and sometimes Chekhov's gun gets thrown in the trash and taken to the dump, and you never see it again.
Yeah, director's cut this finale. Sure, where the fuck? Yeah, well, why not?
Yeah.
Let's see. Then we just have some
there's a bunch of
casts,
cast
some of the
comments.
cast,
I don't care
giving
about
their
that.
opinions.
Yeah.
Hey, I bet they all had a great time this season. Good for them. But yeah. Like I said, this ending is extremely unhinged, and I fucking hate everything about. I hate everything about these last 3 episodes. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm just glad that we survived. Honestly, there, this could have been. It truly dazzle fucking astounds the mind to realize that we've got so soon after Saber. The thing that really got this whole podcast started, we got Gotchard, which I think I was too hard on Saber. Now that I've watched Gotchard, I have a new base level for where I think bad is.
Right, and look, it shows the show, right, that Saber was forced to work within his situation, right,
Yeah.
and that they were forced to work, and it shows, right, how much that they had to work within that situation after all this.
But but Gotchard had complete freedom, and maybe too much freedom is bad, actually.
Right, yeah, look, not maybe turns out not everything can be transmutated or become gold or whatever the fuck, right, yeah, all right, I think that's it. Anything else? Anything else you wanna end for this series review? I mean, or not like this episode review.
Look, when we review the series, we'll get to some of my feelings, but I'm just glad that we're all free.
Yeah. Hey. All right. Hey, well. Hey. Next week it's gonna get Hey, man. We're gonna take a real bite. I think I've used this slide multiple times, but whatever. Fuck. I don't fucking care. We're gonna take a bite.
We're gonna really chew on.
Right?
We're gonna chew on what's going on in this.
Yeah. I'm it's just like JoJo. I'm gonna lick that lollipop real good. Right? It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? Are we done?
Yeah.
Are we done with Gotchard?
Yeah.
For now. Are we done with Gotchard? Asterisk. Heavy asterisk. The main series.
Yeah, there is a movie. There is stuff that we'll have to deal with, but fuck it. That's an issue for a later time.
Yeah. We'll find out. We'll find out where
much like in Gotchard itself. That's a problem for future me.
All right. Well, hey, that was the ending for Gotchard. Hey, for the people who actually listen to these, hey, thanks.
Yeah, hey, cool. Cool moves. You suffered with us, and for that, we're eternally grateful that you died. You died with us.
All right, that's it. All right, Kate, thanks. Bye.
Austin, how has... So, look, we're both Yu-Gi-Oh! People, right? We enjoy children's card games, right? How...
Yeah, Yep, hey, look, we're still waiting. Hey, banlist any day now, right? Hey...
Yeah, as of today, still no banlist.
As of the day we're recording this, right? Or like always, as the audience is concerned, it is only Thursday, and we're just late on talking about the ban list,
Yeah. So, here's the thing that I think is very interesting right now in this sort of bated breath moment, right? So, Worlds hasn't happened yet.
No.
Which, that's totally fine for me. I'm like, okay, it doesn't... The ban list for the TCG doesn't really affect Worlds. Worlds has to use its own combined ban list, right?
Yeah.
The thing that's got me, that's been gaslighting me, is that we are already having events happen, continuing to have tier 2, tier 1 events with fucking YCSs and shit, and it is confusing the shit out of me, and I keep on forgetting that Worlds hasn't happened yet, and I keep
because there's a delay, right? Because we finished the 2023 to 2024 cycle just finished over the summer, right? And now we have entered the 2024 through 2025 play cycle.
But doesn't
you know,
it feel weird that the cycle has ended, but the competitive, technically the competitive circuit hasn't, right? Like,
yeah.
It's
right.
fucking weird.
Yeah, I mean, and also that nothing is it's funny because nothing has changed, right? In between since it ended and this was we're still under the same list.
Right? So if the ban list was out, I'd be like, okay, we're playing in a different format. But it feels like we're just stuck in this like limbo of like we can't really have a new format. We can't. I don't feel like you should be allowed to have, I guess, high profile events while like you still haven't finished the first, like you haven't, like they're getting a second plate of food without finishing their first plate. You know what I mean? Like we're just.
I mean that's usually happens. I mean, like, right, because these events always happen. You know, right? It's always been like that.
Yeah, but
right, like we always start the next circuit as soon as the current circuit, right? Because there's like no actual month. There's like no actual break period in between. It just keeps going. We gotta keep going. Look, we gotta sell. You know,
right.
Look. Those idiots don't buy anything. You know, they don't fucking. We could still not release the list, and those idiots will buy it. You know, right?
I mean, yeah. It's just, I feel like I'm losing somehow. I guess subconsciously, I think my calendar of events is like the way that I tell time has become inextricably bound to just Yu-Gi-Oh! And shit, because I think, oh yeah, because I was thinking today, oh shit, this is the end of like.
I mean, the problem is you're basing your time on the balance, which is not a helpful cycle.
And it's not helpful at all. It's not helpful at all.
Right.
But
right. You should be actually basing it on core set release. You know, right? Right, because it's every 3 months that the core set comes out, you know.
I guess,
right?
I guess, but like,
right, like the core set is the only actual finite source of a schedule within the game, you know, right?
Yeah, it just feels like, I don't know, I realized today when I heard on the radio that kids were going back to school that like. We have officially.
Oh yeah, I found that out. Oh yeah, I found that out today.
Yeah,
too,
we have gone
right?
through an entire summer's break worth of time for kids, and we have not gotten a new. We've had the same ban list, and we haven't finished Worlds, and that just feels fundamentally wrong to me. There's something about that it just feels off. Like it's fucking weird. I don't know. It's just something that like I feel.
Look! It's like that meme. It's like that meme from The Simpsons. Don't forget, you're here forever. You know.
Yeah.
Look! Time is a corporeal concept. You know, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Right.
If I think about it in that way, if I get real zen about it and fucking Joe Rogan my mind off, yeah. Then if I
boy,
time's just a concept, man.
All right, look. Hey, look. None of us can ever be in a stupid little box, you know, traveling. Hey, I found out that Peter Capaldi's Doctor premiered 10 years ago, like earlier this week. I was like, oh man, that does not feel weird, because it doesn't help that the last time I actually watched Doctor Who was Peter Capaldi's Doctor, right? I didn't stop watching because of Jodie Foster and politics.
No,
or any of that
you stopped watching because of Black Doctor, obviously.
Yeah, right, but like, someone could be like, oh man, I felt like Peter Capaldi's Doctor is still very fresh and new to me, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Everybody loves an old man. Hey, you know, I was like, oh man, I love when an old man is in charge, you know? He's so young, hip, and active, you know?
There's nothing has ever gone wrong from an old white man making anyone in the Asian continent feel safe and like he's the one in charge.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But that occurred to me. Like I was reading a post. I was looking at a post where someone was like, yeah, hey, 10 years ago, Peter Capaldi, Doctor. I was like, oh man, I should really get back to watching Doctor Who at some point. You should
probably find. I will say the episodes they had when it was COVID and Jodie Whittaker was on. That's when they really decided, just fuck it. We're gonna burn all of the previously established Lord of the Ground, and we're gonna really make these fucking
yeah,
nerds,
I did hear about
pay.
that.
We're gonna make these fucking nerds pay, and I really fucking love that.
Oh man, I did hear about something like that.
Hey,
But anyway, yeah, so hey, don't wait, look. Hey, look, there is only, look, they said late August, you know, right? Look, August is gonna end soon,
Yeah,
you know, right?
August
They can't
could be
keep...
any time. Look, time is just a concept, man. August, what's in August, really? I mean, is August really only 31
if you think about
days?
it, September is just an extension of August, right?
I mean,
you know?
isn't it? You know, it's not. It's still summer. You know, so why can't it still be August?
You're right, right. Look. The only way I know time, right? Time. You can only time has passed when you start hearing Mariah Carey in the story, you know, right?
Well, yeah, then you blow your brains.
That's like the only way for you to indicate when something time has actually moved forward, you know, right?
Yeah, I just feel like I've been going insane and waking up on Groundhog's Day, but actually time has continued to pass by because Yu-Gi-Oh! Continues to not be, I guess, to be fine. So yeah, I'm going insane.